you're not gonna laugh, but it's gonna be great. Are we ready? Hey all you cool cats. Hey all you cool cats and kittens. I'm here with the workout for Tuesday, March 31st, 2020. So a couple of things here to start out with. Warm up written out for you guys. You can choose how you want to approach the warm up, but here's just some ideas. Start out with a little couch stretch, right? And what's cool at home, you actually do this on your couch. 90 seconds each side. So all this is a hip flexor stretch. I do it on the box so we don't have to move over too much. But I'm going to take that knee, try to put it down into the corner, and then I'm just going to sit upright in this position, all right? If this feels too intense for me, what I can do is lean forward and just try to push my hip flexor open. If I can't elevate that backside, all I'll do, little quadruped or half kneeling rather, stretch here, right? I'll push my hip open, think about keeping my core engaged, and again, just hip flexor stretch, 90 seconds each side. Then we'll go into some hip circles. So I'm down, quadruped now. Knee at 90 degrees, I'll come out nice and slow around this imaginary fire hydrant, all right, and I'll go 30 seconds rotating through this in one direction, and then I'll go 30 seconds out and around the other side. Not only should I feel this in my hip capsule glutes, but also in my core, right, as I try to stabilize as I move through there. So 60 seconds each side on that, and then we'll go into a quick Tabata warm-up, okay? So it's 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. And I'm looking for a marker here only because this is supposed to say 3 rounds, and I did not write that, right? 3 rounds, right? So 20 seconds of high knees, okay? All that is in place, bring my knees up, all right? Getting my feet, my ankles moving, all right? 20 seconds there, rest 10 seconds. 20 seconds on some plank walk-ups. I'll start on my hands, go elbow, elbow, hand, hand. If I can switch sides, great, elbow, elbow, hand, hand, but just trying to stay constantly moving for 20 seconds. 20 seconds of some jumping squats. So, down the bottom of my squat, come up, extend at the top. All right? Don't have to touch the ceiling, but just try to get some explosiveness through there. And then 20 seconds of, again, some quadruped shoulder taps. How I would do this, start on all fours, and then I'm just gonna kind of push my knees off the floor, so I'm hovering here, and then from here, I'll try to touch my shoulders, alternating, tapping back and forth for 20 seconds. So, this is 2 minutes. We'll go through that 3 times, that's 6 minutes of a warm-up. After that, whole workout today is these 3-minute intervals. Okay, what we wanna try to do here, as we preach a lot, is try to keep it relatively sustainable across the whole 3 minutes, but also across all the sets that we're doing. So it's gonna be 3 minutes of work, followed by 90 seconds of rest, and then we'll repeat that. We're gonna say 4 or 5 times. So that depends on how much time you have, how much energy you have. How I would say this, if you get to your 4th set and your output is just really, really dropping off, all right? Try to continue pushing through that set, but don't necessarily go into the 5th one. If you can keep this thing going, right, by all means, ride it out through to the 5th set. But it's 3 minutes, it's gonna go 6 burpees, so chest to deck or chest and thighs touch the floor, we pop back up, give that little clap overhead. 12, and this is gonna be a number of different movements depending on what you have, but it's gonna be some kind of hinging movement. So kettlebell swing would be the first option if I have my kettlebell, okay? And hips come back, extend up. All of these movements or anything that I'm going to show here, first priority is just keeping our back flat. So if I'm bending over to pick something up, I'm never dropping that chest forward. The way I try to think about this is that my chest stays in front of my shoulders. So no matter where I'm at, right, my chest or my sternum kind of stays in front of my shoulders. I don't let those shoulders start to round forward. So for my swing, I extend the legs, right, open my hips, and use that to let the kettlebell carry through. If I'm doing, let's say I have a dumbbell, right? Dumbbell snatch. Same idea, I'm hinging. Now I'm gonna go from the ground to overhead, right? In that same kind of movement, except now instead of swinging it away, I'm keeping this a little bit closer and I'm doing a 1-arm movement. Other option would be, say, a ground to overhead. So if you have no equipment, I've talked before about taking something like a backpack, right? Loading it up with something, right? Let's just pretend this was my backpack. What I would do from here is go from ground to overhead, come down, bring it up, extend overhead, and come back down to the floor. So again, this movement pattern is what we're looking to hit. Other options would be if you have a slam ball, you could either do that as a ground overhead or a ball slam, right? Same idea. But it's 12 reps there, and then it's 18 jumping lunges. So I'm gonna go down, touch my knee gently to the floor, jump and extend, right? Alternating back and forth. I put the option there for folks that wanna work with double unders and can. We can do 45 double unders in the place of those lunges. If you're, say, weaker on the double unders, but you can still do them, maybe we drop that number to, say, 36, all right? But since a jumping lunge is significantly more difficult than a double under, I figured the number should probably go a little bit higher if you're doing that switch. But we'll go 3 minutes, as many rounds as we can get. Let's say I do 2 rounds, 6 burpees, and then 2 swings. At the 3-minute mark, I'll rest my 90 seconds, right? Once that's up, I'm picking back up on the swings. So I'll have 10 more of those, then the jumping lunges. So we'll just have 1 running total for the whole workout. So your finishing score could be 12 rounds and 3 reps, right? But we don't have to individually break each of those out. You'll just have 1 running total throughout. That's pretty much it, right? I would finish this up with maybe some stretching, some breathing, something to calm down, deregulate or downregulate. If you have questions in terms of movement, if I'm forgetting anything, if you have other equipment that you want to incorporate, let us know. We'll try to make it work for you. We have plenty of options out there. That's pretty much it, right? Looking forward to seeing you guys again soon. Keep it up on Facebook for our Zoom schedule of how we're going to do our classes, other stuff that we have coming out through that, and looking forward to, again, hopefully seeing you guys soon. Peace.